Why is it helpful for agents to read docs on MLS?
My biggest pet peeve. Okay, so the multiple list service for agent. Like so, the multiple list services are how we get all our information. That's how the consumer gets the information. That's how the agents get the information. So, MLS is an RSS feed for various websites like Zillow and Realtor.com. That's how the consumer gets the information. But there's a lot of supplementary information as well. And so our firm, my staff, we make sure that when we list a piece of land, we have everything that you can. We make sure that we have the survey, we have the aerial photo, we have the topo map, floodplain, blue line streams. We'll have a soils map. We'll have the perk sites. We'll have the covenants. We'll have everything you could possibly have about this property. And yet, some agents, I have a staff that helps me through the week, but the weekends, only real estate agents are dumb enough to have to work on the weekends. So the weekends for me are a little bit hectic, but it's just amazing to me how many requests I have for the information that we've already supplied. So people are like, it says this place is restricted. What do you mean it's restricted? I was like, well, it has covenants. And we have the covenants on MLS. You could have read that and everything. So, and that's just making me sound like I'm really picky, whatever. I am picky, but you are prejudicing. You are when you're asking those type of questions. You've told me that you're lazy. You've told me that you're sloppy. You told me that there's not attention to detail. If I'm in a multiple offer situation, and I have an agent that is like, and she has all her boxes checked and everything. She's been spot on, and she asks good. It's okay to ask questions, if it's not on MLS and you think I'm capable of knowing the answer. But it's not good to ask the question when the information's right there. So if I have a pool of buyers, I'm going to tell my seller this is not an agent that's going to be good to work with because they're sloppy and they miss things. This is how bad it can be. This weekend, we had a situation where I had a piece of property that was a multiple offer situation on MLS, and on the showing instructions, I said, this is to let everyone know we're currently in a multiple offer situation, all right? And let's just say, for the sake of argument, the property was $200,000. Well, this agent submits an offer of $150,000 after I've said it is a multiple offer situation. And I try not to be, I get called snarky, but I try not to be snarky and everything. And I said, I guess your buyers weren't impressed with the fact that this is a multiple offer situation, Mm-hmm. It was literally 12 offers. All 12 were at or above asking price, and this person comes in at 150. The agent's response is, oh, I didn't know it was a multiple offer situation.
Oh, no.
Well, I said it was. I put it on both MLS and showing instructors. And they're like, I'm going to tell them and we'll resubmit. And I came real close to telling that agent, you can't unring that bell. Like, you are already, like, I'm going to have to tell my sellers, this is the crew that gave us the offer of 150 and then upped it up. And my sellers aren't going to like this buyer now. You've hurt the buyer, and the agent's doing a quick look and everything, and they're like, oh, 8 days on the market. Well, we wanted full exposure to the market, so yes, it's 8 days. Not like 8 days is a long time, but they're probably thinking, oh, this is a beat up house on some acreage, it's been on the market for a week. We're gonna make a lower offer or whatever, but they should have read everything, and then they would have known. The other thing is, this is an estate sale, and so, we're not turning the power on for you to do inspections. We're not removing the stuff that's in the barn, the personal property. So there are all these little things that I told to put in the. We're not taking people that have to get a loan. We're not taking contingencies where you have to. Oh, I really like this property, but I have to sell my house before I can buy it. We're not doing that. So because it's an estate sale and we're, at a decent price and we knew it was going to be a multiple offer situation, we're asking for really clean offers. Not only did this agent come in at 150, but they missed all those things. So not only was it a low offer, but it was a crappy offer. And it's like, remember when you're in fourth grade and you get the report card that says Eric does not follow directions. I got those, but I follow directions now, and it just, they're not following directions, and so it's okay for you to be busy, and it's okay for you to be in a hurry or whatever. But they spent a ton of time you can't write an offer in less than an hour. It takes at least an hour, back and forth, e-signatures and everything. They had 2 or 3 hours. They could have spent 5 minutes reading everything that was on MLS, and they would have helped their buyers more, and they would have prevented us from wasting a lot of time.